the Olympics, and we're just going to try to go out there and have fun and try to enjoy ourselves and really live in the moment. Obviously we're professional tennis players, and I always said that we both play forehand side, but that was something that we had to discuss and obviously come to some conclusion about, and we have come to that. And Leander's so good from at the net that it really doesn't matter what side he's playing, and I can just set him up a lot more on the forehand. So we've decided that I play forehand and he plays the backhand side, and so we're just gonna we have a realistic shot obviously to win a medal, and that's obviously the goal, but we really have to, it's going to be a really tough draw, and we really just have to take it match by match and try to do our best and try to give our 100%.
So let's wish all our players the very best. The event starts on the 20th of July and the finals on the 5th of August. And you'll be hearing from me right throughout this event, and see you soon. The Indian pair of Sania Mirza and Rushmi Chakravarti took on Chuang and Hase of Chinese Taipei. It was a close 3-set match with the Indians losing the first set 6-1. They came back very well at 6-3 in the second set, but unfortunately the Chinese Taipei girls were a little too good in the third set. There were a lot of good exchanges. Sania intercepted very well, she volleyed very well. Rushmi played a good match too. But the fact that they don't play much on tour on a regular basis did make a difference. And these Chinese Taipei players are amongst the top 50 in the world in women's doubles. The final scores were 1-6, 6-3 and 1-6. So it was a close 3-setter, but unfortunately the Indians lost. Sania, good match. You came back very well in the second set. What really turned the match around in the third set? I saw you volleying very well, you intercepted very well. You returned extremely well. You hit some great forehands.
Yeah, I mean that's my strength, and that's something that obviously I play. And in the middle of the match we decided to switch sides because obviously she was not feeling as comfortable on the backhand as she does on the forehand. So as someone I had to make that adjustment, and I moved to the backhand, which was fine because I can return from both sides, but that's not something I usually do. So but having said that, like I've always been saying, we can just give our 100%. We're going in there complete underdogs. We're wild cards, and obviously Rushmi's gotten this opportunity to play, and we tried our best.
And Sania, what about your preparation? You rightly said that you and Rushmi don't play a whole lot together. So what are your preparations for the Olympics? Did you get much of a chance to practice together, to work out strategy?
No, not really. We are on different tours, right? I play obviously different tournaments to what she does, and as tennis players we don't really have that luxury of taking out a few months to practice. That's just not how it works in tennis. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's very competitive. You have to play 30 weeks a year regardless whether you have Olympics or not, and I think that's very difficult for people to understand that when everyone talks about preparation for us tennis players, all year everyone's been saying preparation, but we prepare for 3 Grand Slams before Olympics came, so it's really day to day in tennis. And we got a chance to practice here for a week when we were here, but the fact of the matter is that like I said, we are and we were the underdogs, and but having said that, we played a good match.
Over the years, your volleying has improved a lot because you're playing a lot of mixed and a lot of women's doubles. Do you think in this match, perhaps if you both had played a little more serve and volley, that might have helped? Because you were volleying very well, you intercepted extremely well.
No, that's just not how I played my game, and it's very difficult to change your game style according to one match. It just, if you tell people to start serving and volleying or start doing other things. It doesn't really work like that. It's you play according to how you play. But still, I was trying to help her out as much as possible at the net. Trying to keep the points as short as possible. Obviously, trying to intercept. When you go into a match like that, you're going to be kind of sidetracked, and you kind of have to try to find the balls to hit it. And I was trying to do that, and that's not really my game, to try to volley, and that's not my strength is from the back. And but yeah, I mean, I think we played a better match than we expected, to be very honest, against players who are very good. And I'm sure it's been a great experience. I mean, for me, it's been an honor to play the Olympics, but I still have mixed doubles to look forward to. And but I'm sure it's been a great experience for her. If she's told not already, it's a dream come true for any athlete to play the Olympics and be an Olympian. And I hope that she continues what she.
Your first Olympics, so well done. Good three-setter. First set was 6-1 was not much, but you came back very well in the second set. What is your strategy going into the third set, and why do you think it really changed the match? I mean, what are the difference between the second and the third set in terms of the response you got from your opponents?
Well, I think in the third set, the first couple of games, the early lead that they took made the difference, and I think Sue came up with some really good shots in the third set. She really picked up her game in the final set. So it was just a few points, a lot of deuce points that we missed. So it was a difference.
And Rushmi, tell me another thing. Men play when they play doubles, they play serve and volley for the most part, especially on grass, faster surface. Why don't we see the women doing much of that? You play from the baseline most of the time, except that you have one person at the net. But why is that? Why isn't there enough serve and volley in women's tennis?
Well, I guess that's the way women's tennis is played. I guess the returns are better than the serves in the women's tennis, so it's harder to, unless you're going to have a really big serve, it's hard to come in.
Now, Sania has a mixed doubles match tomorrow with Leander, so she's got something to look forward to. And Rushmi, unfortunately, is out of the doubles, but had a very good first Olympics at London. Today was another tough day for Indian tennis at the Olympics. India's top-ranked player, Somdev, lost to Jarkko Nieminen of Finland in straight sets, 6-3, 6-1. It was a tough first set, closely contested, with Somdev having got an early break, but unfortunately he couldn't hold on, and Jarkko came back and really took control of the match. Unfortunately, Somdev has been injured for the past 8 months, so he's sort of coming back after rehabilitation, and it's been a tough few months for him. Today was a typical summer day at Wimbledon. Rain, and a lot more rain. It rained right throughout the day, and the matches were suspended on an ongoing basis. We had Somdev, India's #1 player, playing his singles match against Nieminen from Finland. It was not really a close contest because he lost in straight sets, coming back from an injury. He's had a shoulder injury for a while. He hasn't really been in the best form and shape, been under rehabilitation. But he had his chance in the first set. He had a break, early break. He was 40 love up in the fourth game. Couldn't capitalize, and Nieminen was a steadier player of the two, passed him time and again, and somehow Somdev didn't really get his rhythm going.
Well, I thought I played an okay first set. Jarkko just played better than me at the important times, and then in the second set I think I got outplayed. So it's tough conditions out there, slippery, and that's just how it goes sometimes.
But tell me, you got an early break. In fact, you started the match with a break, and then he retrieved that back. You traded breaks. How did that go? I mean, because you lost the momentum at some point in the first set. You had it going for yourself initially.
He broke me back, and once he broke me back, the momentum went his way.
How's this Olympics for you? I mean, how do you describe the feeling?